What do a Google Doc, a Canva template, and a Zoom recording have in common? They can all make you $263 a day if you convert them into digital products that you can make once and sell repeatedly. Today I'm going to give you the Side Hustle Starter Pack, the 3 dead simple digital products you can start creating right away with almost no effort whatsoever, even if you're not tech savvy or a celebrity with a huge audience. I've been selling digital products for 15 years now, and I've tried every single one of them. eBooks, template packs, mini courses, large courses, sample packs, everything under the sun. And I'm constantly creating new digital products for my audience in the audio niche every day. And after making all of these different types of digital products, I've come to the conclusion that there are 3 different types of digital products that are easy to make and easy to sell as well. All right, product number 1, the Humble ebook. This is a simple product to create. This is a book you write about a topic that solves a problem for your target audience. You put your brain in PDF form and sell it on a sales page. Simple enough, right? If you are a writer or like writing, this is the perfect product to start out with, especially if you have clients already and you know a few core problems that they deal with that you know will help people if you put it in an ebook. So the easiest thing to do is put out a series of steps to go from point A to point B, and if they follow that program, they'll solve a particular problem they have. I did this with my step-by-step mixing book, which started off as an ebook but was so popular both on Amazon Kindle and on my website as a PDF that I revised it, expanded it, published the 2nd edition, and released it as a paperback as well at that point, and it continues to sell to this day, has sold over 40,000 copies or so to date. And that book just started off as an ebook. I wrote it in Google Docs, I exported it to PDF. I did hire a designer to format the interior. You may not need to do that. You could use Canva if you wanted to, or you can just format it inside Google Docs yourself. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to solve a problem for your audience. The downside of creating ebooks is, of course, that if you aren't a writer, you might hate your life while you're writing it. So don't pick the ebook if you don't like writing. Alternatively, you could also teach to the camera or transcribe an interview or transcribe a class and make that into an ebook. That's a very common way of putting your words or your thoughts down on paper. But the other disadvantage of releasing an ebook is the price point. There is a particular ceiling at which you can't really sell an ebook after. I found the sweet spot for an ebook to be between $5 and $25, $27 or so. People just don't seem to be able to justify a higher price point for a single ebook, unless of course you are an economics professor in college and you're demanding that every single person in your class buys their $97 textbook. But let's assume you're not torturing students that way and are actually putting stuff out there that people want to buy. But just keep in mind that if you release a standalone ebook, you're gonna have to price it accordingly. You're not gonna be making a bunch of sales if you put it at $50 or above, unless it is a very particular niche topic and you are the sole authority on that topic. But if you actually package your ebook with maybe a video course or some bonuses, you could up the price accordingly, because adding videos or tools to an ebook, making the ebook more of a workbook than just something you read through, that may increase the perceived value of the ebook, allowing you to charge a higher price as well. All right, product number 2, the template pack. If you're already organizing things for clients or are making things such as templates and stuff like that for yourself, then you might already be sitting on a product that's just waiting to be sold. Templates are great because people really love being able to do something faster. They want to achieve a goal faster. They want to be more efficient in their workflow. And so creating a template that allows them to do that has real value to it, and it's something that you can easily sell. I've seen all sorts of template packs being sold out there: Notion templates or dashboards, Canva bundles with pre-mocked up course or product images, spreadsheets for budgets, or even fill in the blank email sequences that people can make their own. In my business at Audio Issues, we actually have a template pack called the Easy Mix Approach, which is a downloadable mix template for musicians and producers. They can download my mix template and use that mix template while they are mixing their music. It enables them to get better mixes in less time, and it's a really popular product because of that. It helps people become more efficient and effective in the studio, and it isn't just another course they have to spend time on to learn a new topic. It's actually a template tool that they can use while they're doing the thing that they love doing, in this case making music. So think about that when you are debating what product to create. Do you already make templates, or do you already have content that can be formulated into a template pack of some sort? And template packs are inherently more valuable, or there's higher perceived value with template packs than ebooks, so you can price them higher. However, there is also a ceiling at which point you will start losing sales, or people will just stop buying the product because it is outside their willingness to buy. I've seen template packs being sold from $17 to all the way up to $97 if you have a real big, elaborate, highly valuable template pack. But I sell the Easy Mix Approach for $37, and it sells well at that price point. I actually experimented with the price, and at one point it was selling at $67, or I put the price at $67 and it stopped selling. And I realized that that was the upper limit of the price. It only sold 1 or 2 copies here and there. But when I bumped the price down to $37, it started selling again regularly without discount promotions, without constant launches and things like that. It just sold because people saw the value in the product, saw the price tag, and that matched for them, and that made it a no-brainer for them to buy. And then product number 3, the MiniCourse, or the masterclass. Now, this does not have to be a comprehensive course. This is not a flagship program or a college degree that you are creating here. This is just a small, short video that helps people solve a small problem, moving them again from point A to point B. Think of it as a video version of a short ebook. And in fact, if you made the video mini course first, you can get that video transcribed and edited into a small ebook that you can bundle with the mini course, increasing the perceived value of that product even further, allowing you to charge a higher price. Mini courses are awesome because they are relatively easy to make. There's low barrier to entry. You can just record a Zoom call where you're talking about a specific subject, but it has high perceived value because it is video and it feels like somebody's actually coming into your room and talking to you versus buying an ebook. In my case, I actually included a mini course or a masterclass with my Easy Mix Approach template pack, and so I bundled the mini course with downloadable templates, increasing that perceived value even further. And I actually did the mini course live. I did 1 2-hour masterclass where I created my own mix template and walked people through it while they were there live on the call. They could ask questions, I could talk directly to them, often much easier to do than recording a video straight into camera like this. It's sometimes much easier to teach a class when the class is actually attending. And so in my case, when I created the Easy Mix Approach, I simply created a sales page, told people what I was going to do live and what they would get afterwards. So the mini course was going to be performed live, and they would get the downloadable template after I'd made it during that masterclass. And so it doesn't have to be hard if you already have an audience or a handful of clients, or maybe there's an organization in town that would let you teach your topic to them and keep a recording of it for you to sell later. Those are all ways to get that done fast and easy, and so that you can test and validate your product idea to see if it sells in the marketplace. Now, the price of a mini course course, can range widely, but a good anchor point is somewhere between 47 and 147, obviously depending on your niche, your audience's willingness to buy, and the value and perceived value of the result they get after consuming your course. So how do you get to $263 a day, and how did I even come up with that number? That's actually just a snapshot of my digital product dashboard inside my Kajabi. It was the 12-month sales. I averaged it down to 365 and it came out with $263, which is about $95,000 a year, which is a really solid number for your digital product business. And so the simple secret or system to making that sort of money is not one giant viral launch with a bunch of affiliates and a lot of headache. It's simply stacking those digital product sales together over time and adding that up with a diversified income stream, giving you a healthy business income. For instance, if you sell an ebook at $27 and you sell 10 of them a day, you have $270 at the end of the day. If you're selling a template pack and it's at $89, let's say, that's $267 after the day. Or maybe you have a highly valuable mini course that you've put at $147 because you're confident it'll sell that way, and it sells 2 copies a day at $147. That gives you $294 per day. And once you start automating the sales and marketing systems in this way to start making consistent sales, don't be surprised if you start seeing numbers like this. These are numbers I pulled straight from my own business, and I am not even at the high end of the spectrum of what digital products are selling. I'm in a niche hobby market where people are not willing to pay super high prices, but they are hobbyists that want to improve their music, so they will buy low ticket products and they will buy the templates and the ebooks and things like that. But there are all sorts of other niches and audiences out there that may pay much higher prices. So if you're in one of those, you're in luck because you have the ability to make much more than only $263 a day. And so if you need further ideas on how to create and launch your digital products, check out this video next to keep the momentum going. If you found this video useful, please click like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss another video about digital products and online business. I'm BBenediktsson. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.